Hey everybody, my name's Alice. Welcome to my ghetto studio. Look at me, making a YouTube video. I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It's time. It's time that I do it. I'll learn the rest, but it's time that I just make this. I'm gonna throw it out there. We'll see what happens. My name is Alice Atwood. I am a small-time content creator. My channel is Ask Momma Alice because my name is Alice Michael Atwood and you can ask me anything. All right, so seriously, I mean it. You can ask me questions in the comments. I will compile them. I will make an AMA video. When I get to 500 followers on my Facebook page, which is about 22 away, I am going to do a live AMA over there. So if you wanted to follow me on Facebook, check the links below. You know, you'll find me. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the content creator thing. This is day 1 of YouTube. This is day 8 of my beard update. I have been growing a beard all month. I started when the Premier of Alberta made an announcement for the anti-trans legislation. The first day I saw it, which I think was 2 days later, I started it. I've been doing reels of it every day. I don't know what to do with my hands. I'm going to put them here. Anyway, I've been doing reels of it and shorts of it. I have some of them posted on my channel. I haven't posted them all. I added TikTok, and that kind of was like enough shorts for me with Facebook Reels and the TikToks. And YouTube has a 60-second limit on theirs, and it's 90 seconds on Facebook and like 13 minutes on TikTok. So I'm just gonna make a little video here and we will see how it goes. Cause fuck it. You know what? I don't like the way the light is on my face. I don't like that any better either. So I'm gonna just leave it the way it was, because then it's more consistent and I can edit this out easier, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, okay? Obviously. But I am tall, I'm 6'7", and I am moderately loud, and I have always spoken my opinion. And between the anti-trans legislation and now the death of Nyx, which he is an indigenous two-spirit kid who was beaten in a bathroom by some girls, so that sucks. Yeah, that's why I'm in black. I'm going to be mourning for that, but that's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm going to spread awareness. That's why I'm going to make sure that everything is better. I'm going to do my part. I'm here to do my part, okay? Anybody who sees this, no. You can shit on me in the comments if you want. I don't give a fuck. I don't. Everybody has to do their part to speak up about this. It's one of those things where, like, if you harm one of us, you harm all of us. We all have a reason to be upset about this, and we all have a reason to mourn and deal with it in our own way, and that's really important and it's really appropriate, and we just need to deal with it. We need to calm down, we need to deal with it, and we need to make things better for people. And the only way that people who have a ton of money listen to any of us is if we make some noise and we make an impact and we show them that what they're doing is inappropriate. Some people think that we should do that aggressively. I think that we should do that peacefully. And that's the way it goes. I'm not going to retaliate against people who retaliate against me. I'm just going to do my thing, and I will have a reasonable conversation with any human being about it. As long as it's a reasonable conversation. If someone gets emotional, we're not having that conversation, because that's what you do. when you're providing like emotional support for someone who's upset, I do that on my Facebook and my Instagram in the messages. I am working on getting something set up in a different way for that, but I'm not too sure exactly how I'm going to do it. Actually, you know what? I'll share my Discord below, and anybody who wants to join it could join it, and that will be the way that we connect. Okay? Good. Cool. But yeah, like when someone's in an emotional place, you don't really want to give them advice and problem solve for them, minimize the situation or their feelings, act as an impartial judge, withdraw from the situation, try to cheer them up, criticize them, get defensive. Like, come on. This is like emotional regulation 101. We're all working on being healthily attached people here, right? To do that in those moments, you kind of need to think, oh, this is like a trigger moment or an emotional moment, and maybe we should validate each other's feelings a little bit and get a little empathetic, be like, that sounds terrible. I'm sorry you're going through this. Instead of like, oh, what's wrong? Oh, whatever. I'm just going to leave you alone. Like, especially if someone's nonverbal, like, just stay with them, sit near them until it might be okay for you to take some space or them to take some space, or if that's what's needed. Asking that would be important. If you have your own boundaries on it, stating those are important, but you don't have to stay in that. The other person doesn't have to stay in that. It's all good. There can be a little bit of a cooling off period, and most importantly, when you come back, you need to make sure that you stay calm and stay rational in your thought process and your mind, and like, don't just move on. Don't be like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to talk to that person anymore. I'm just going to, but whatever. Like, it doesn't help in those situations unless that's like a situation that you're done with and you don't want to be a part of, and you don't think you need to be a part of. Like, that's perfectly valid. But I think if we're talking about people that are wanting to interact and care with each other, then they should. Like, if people aren't understanding what their emotions are, you can help them by asking if, like, could I ask you what emotions you're feeling? If they say yes or no, then you can start to ask them, like, are you frustrated? Are you sad? Are you anxious? Are you nervous? But yeah, just try and like find a way to figure that out and talk through it with them, or just be on their side. Like, people are pretty straightforward. If you are willing to at least look into someone else's shoes, like look into them and their situation and be like, okay, I can see why this happened for you, and I'm like sorry for that. If you wanted to offer advice, then ask permission to, or wait for an opportunity for them to ask you what you think. Like, what do you think I would do in this? Like, what do you think I would do in that situation? Or what would you do in that situation? Those are the opportunities when you can do it, right? You don't have to jump. You don't have to be like, oh, these are the things you should do. That's really invalidating for people. Oh, I just need... And like, you can offer to give them a hug or give them a pat on the back. I wouldn't ask them if they need it, because I've found people like that tend to say no. They're like, no, I don't need it. But if you offer to give it, they're more likely to say yes, and then you will get to have that contact moment with them and that touch moment with them, and they usually find it really appreciative. They just don't want to, from my understanding and my experience, people don't want to like feel like they're needy with it, right? Like, oh yeah, if you could give me that, like, oh no, I don't need it. That's what I was trying to say. That's like, that's what I was trying to say. Um, wow, this kind of got a little all over the place, and I got a little rambly with it. But yeah. I think the only other thing I want to add is that the main reason I feel like I'm experienced enough to talk about this is I do have 7 years of lived experience as a paramedic here in Alberta. And I also have had lots of customer service experience before that, and I've just learned how to deal with it. I'm 6'6". I was 6'7" when before. I'm shrinking from my HRT. It's a thing, but yeah, that's that's why I feel I have that experience. When I was that height and in those situations, and people were aggressive, I had to be really non-aggressive and learn how to be non-aggressive to de-escalate the situation, because I don't like violence. I don't like fighting. I grew up in an abusive house. I don't really, no. Like, I've been there, I've done that. It's never again. I'm apologetic for it and I'm sorry for it. And every time it's been just harm in my life. So why would I participate in that? I'm not here for it. I'm good. Uh, yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Alice out. Peace, love, and unicorns.